half of it. And these over here are kale. In the end.
Yeah, kale. This is a big radish plant. These are dragon carrots, heirloom dragon carrots. These are the spinach, and it's all planted from seed.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still recording?
Yes.
These are winter density spinach or lettuce in the corner. This is Mizuna that's bolted. I should have picked that. This is Chinese. It's a perennial. I think it's called Chinese artichoke or crow's sneeze, something like that. And it makes these little tubers that you can eat.
Huh.
And that's a sunchoke, that tall one there.
Mm-hmm.
And horseradish. And then over there against the wall there, there's some painted lady runner beans and ground cherries, and then some. Yeah, those are also beans. Those are bush beans on the corner there that are like, what are those called? Painted horse?
These will grow up
Painted pony. They're called painted
really
ponies.
high.
Yeah, they grow up that. And then this here is all tomatoes. There's sun gold tomatoes on the outside, and then in the inside there's bush early grow tomatoes. And then there's like all of this down here is just a mixture. We call this the chaos garden because it used to be all weeds, and there's still a lot of weeds in there. But we planted like an artichoke and some squash, some Oregon Spring tomatoes, and then Amy planted a whole bunch of seeds and various weird things into that.
Wow.
I don't know what.
Chaos garden.
Yeah, and then there's, look over there. There's the that's the. Well, behind this bush is the grapevines, and then the mountain.
Wow.
Nice.
Incredible.
Let's look at the front yard.
Yeah, front yard.
Are you still recording, or do you?
Yes. Still recording.
Stop it, or?
I could might as well just keep it one long recording.
We can go to the front yard.
Okay.
Kind of a mess back here.
Right.
I haven't cleaned it up yet.
Yeah. There's a puppy dog.
Come this way. Can those record long?
Yeah. That's pretty good for that.
Okay.
And these are
So these are in the back are scarlet runner beans that they'll run all the way up the these trellises that we put in, all the way to the roof probably.
Mm-hmm.
And in front here are heirloom plants. They're called Love Lies Bleeding flowers, and I think they're either amaranth or quinoa. And they make these giant red flowers. Like these here will get like 5 feet long.
Wow.
And they make seeds that you can, and they get like that. Like they look like big red dreads that you can eat.
Wow.
This is sorrel. It tastes like
lemon.
Yeah. And then these are all winter squash over here.
Mm-hmm.
So these two are sugar Hubbard squash. This one we sprouted from seed and then transplanted it. But this kind of winter squash doesn't like to be transplanted. But if you start from seed, it'll grow great. This is a blue banana, Guatemalan blue banana squash.
Mm-hmm.
And this one here is it's a Peruvian pumpkin. It's like winter squash from Peru, from a relative. And this one here is it's a pink jumbo banana squash.
Wow.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get a lot of squash. And then all these here, these are kiwi plants, a male and a female. And then that's just a kiwi plant that's reproducing. So.
There's a cider kitty.
Yeah. And this here will grow up and fill this whole thing. And maybe even go along the edge there. That's more runner beans. These are peas that we planted from seed back in, I don't know, March or February, January, February, March. Yeah, February or March. So they're already got.
Wow.
These here are these are summer squash. These 3 summer squash make white. They're heirloom like white disc-shaped squash. With, I don't know. We'll see. And then that one back there is called a sunburst, and it makes the same shape, but it's yellow.
Wow.
Squash. And then this is borage, which is a blue flower.
Mm-hmm.
And then over here,
there's more.
these are the These are going to be giant Titan sunflowers that grow 14 feet high and have
Wow.
2-foot heads.
Oh my gosh.
And I just planted the seeds like about a week ago, and they're just starting to sprout.
Wow.
You can see that one? There's the first sprout right there.
Oh yeah.
So I've got to protect it because there's lots of rabbits and slugs out here. So I've got this to protect it from rabbits and birds,
Smart.
and then I've got the copper to protect it from slugs. So
Wow, that's
I'll take
very
that
cool.
off when they get a little bit bigger.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You gotta check out this too. These are all Amy's like herbs, and then those are our where we sprouted a bunch of our plants in that greenhouse. And then check out the growing systems we've got here. These like self-watering containers. So let's start on this side.
Okay.
So this is a ginkgo plant that was a gift.
Wow. Ginkgo biloba.
Yeah, that's the gift. These are ground cherries. This is a self-watering container. You fill water in here, and it sucks it up from the bottom. These are like tomatillos. When the fruit is ripe, it has this paper husk that turns papery, and they fall off, and you can keep them for like 3 weeks. And they're sweet. They're like cherries. This is basil. That'll grow and fill up this one right here.
Wow.
These are called green machine, ice cream green machine melons, and they'll grow up on this, and they make little melons. They're supposed to produce a lot. This is sort of a warm microclimate in the front deck here. It's south facing, and this white wall radiates the sun, and we're lifted off the ground a little bit, so this creates a warmer climate.
Oh wow. Wow.
These are lemon cucumbers. These three here, and then this one's a marketmore cucumber. So these are kind of more bushy, and that one's more vining, so that one will come up. And I'm going to get another set of this that'll go all the way up here. So there'll be 2 huge columns.
Wow.
These are Minnesota midget melons. They're musk melons. They look like cantaloupes, but they're small. And these are midget watermelons. They're called golden midget watermelons, and they're about this big. And when they get ripe, they turn a golden color, and that's when you know when to pick them.
Wow.
And I built this to hopefully I'll let them grow up this thing, and then hang them off here. But I don't know how that works. And then this here is this is called a phytopod. It's a vertical gardening system. You can grow out the sides of it, and you water through the top. So this sends water down to about this level, and waters everything below there. This one sends water down to about this level in here, and then you just water on the top. And this is growing all peppers and eggplant, because we grew peppers in here last year, and they were really successful.
Wow.
And the eggplant is supposed to grow up peppers. So
Wow. Very cool.
So yeah, we're going to produce a lot of food here. Oh, and then those bushes there are all blueberries.
Wow.
Yeah, so those will...
Those are blueberries.
Pretty good blueberries.
Huh.
Yeah. So
Wow.
there it is. And then